Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Catching Up. I'm your host, Lauren Kalil. On today's episode, we have the men's winner of Open Workout 22.3, Scott Tetlow. Scott, congrats. How's it been going?
Thank you. And it's been going pretty good. Just trying to train as much as I can, as much time will allow it, and continue on.
Right. Before we get to quarterfinals, we got to recap the 22.3 moment. 407. Holy hell, you were moving. What was your strategy going into this? Just go fast and try to hang on?
Yeah, I told my buddy that. So I did it twice because the first time I originally did it, I did it at 4:25, and
Oh.
I ended it. And I was like, I can go faster. So then the next one, too, because I was like sitting there, I was like, oh, should I redo it? Should I redo it? And I was like, maybe I can. Let's just see what I can do. And I was talking to my buddy, and I was saying that, all right, well, my goal for this one is to hang on, go as fast as I can, hang on to the bar muscle ups, or fall off trying. And that was kind of what I went into it thinking.
Did you know when you were done with your second attempt that your score was going to take the cake and win?
No, I didn't know. I knew there was a few other competitors out there that are extremely good at these style of movements, especially the thrusters and gymnastics.
Mhm.
So I was kind of like waiting to see what they posted. I didn't know it was for sure, but I knew it was going to be a top time. Just didn't know it was going to be number one.
So even though people aren't necessarily taking the open maybe as seriously when it comes to peaking, you were doing a little bit of leaderboarding and actually looking to get the top time for this one?
Well, I mean, I've never gotten an event win before, and I thought it would be pretty cool. Maybe like a confidence builder going into the season. That if I could pull this off, that it would just help me like just prepare more for the future.
You say that when you did it the first time, you felt like you could go faster the second time.
Yes.
Now that you have the top time in the world, do you think that you could do it a third time and go any faster?
I did have one little trip up with my jump rope, but I don't think I've ever had a clean movement or a clean workout go perfectly smooth. So I would say no. I don't think I can go any faster than that.
How did you feel as soon as you were done with the workout the second time? What was it the same, or could you tell just by going a couple seconds faster that the impact was a little more severe?
The going I was definitely feeling like I was going faster because the gymnastics were getting a lot harder than the last
Mm.
time, and so yeah, that was definitely the game changer. Is the grip fatigue on the bar muscle ups changed significantly? Just trying to go as fast as I can.
You finished the Open 8th overall. Does that build any momentum for you headed into the season now?
Um, if yes and no. Yes, because the fact that I did place high top 10 in the Open. However, a lot of these guys are doing one and dones, and it's they're utilizing, or they're taking the open as just like, hey, I'm going to do the open workout and I'm going to continue on with my training, knowing that they're going to qualify for the top 10%. So it's really hard to judge this stage whether or not. I'm sure that if guys were taking it serious, I don't know, but things, the leaderboard would have shaped up a lot differently than what it did. So it's very hard to tell, and I think quarterfinals will be a lot more of a true reflection of the season.
Mm. Were there any of the other Open workouts that you ended up repeating besides the last one?
No, I did the first one and the second one and done, and the first one I fell off my box and dropped the dumbbell a couple times.
Ah.
So so no, I was just one and done with those ones.
Okay,
Plus
okay. Now
the deadlift one, I'm not gonna lie, it tore up my left glute pretty bad. So I don't think even if I wanted to redo that one, I don't think I was able to redo it.
no, as soon as I saw the announcement of that one, I was like, "Oh, yeah, even if I wanted to redo this one, there's no way. There's no way."
Yeah, that was definitely a lot.
Headed into quarterfinals now, we're less than a week away at this point. What are some of the things that you're doing to get ready to make sure that you can be as competitive as possible in this next stage?
uh, right now I'm really trying to focus. I've been dealing with the neck injury, so I haven't been lifting as much, lately. So I just got kind of cleared to lift somewhat heavy around my like 85 to 90%. So I'm just getting comfortable with hitting heavier weights around my percentage wise, and just getting ready, practicing rope climbs, because that's something I need to work at. But yeah, I'm just trying to take it one step at a time.
Did you notice that they added a bench to the equipment list
I
pretty last
did, and
minute?
then I saw the video of Matt Frazier trying to go up and around the bench, and I go, that would be interesting. Thinking that I know it's a joke, but yeah, I saw the bench, and I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to utilize that.
Yeah, like, part of me feels like they intentionally withheld that from the equipment list, like,
Right.
too far out, because if you see a bench, you know you're gonna bench press unless, yeah, they do something crazy like the Matt Frazier koala hug, whatever was going on there. But it will be interesting to see if they do it as a lift or in a Metcon. Do you hope for one or the other?
I'd rather see a Metcon with it than versus a bench, because I know some guys can they do chest day a little bit more than I do, I'm sure.
When was the last time you bench pressed?
I think like 2 weeks ago, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did a nice little bench and rope climb workout.
Oh, so you're already prepared. You knew that it was coming even though you didn't really know.
That's what prepare for everything. You have no idea.
It's the name of the game. Last year you
Absolutely.
competed at Granite Games. You were just shy of qualifying for the games. What have you been working on differently this year to try to get up the leaderboard and maybe punch your ticket and head to Madison?
I've been working on pacing, not coming out too hot and then dying, and just trying to be smooth. I talked to my coach Nick Urankar, had a little debrief with me afterwards, because I believe in constructive criticism, seeing what we could have done better as a team, as an individual, and he kind of told me, he was like, dude, I just look at you and you're falling on the stage, you're trying to go so fast that I think that could be a limiting factor for you. That let's try to be smooth, focus on your breathing, try to control yourself out there, and I think you can do a little bit better on the overall pacing wise. So that's what I've been focused on, just trying to be smooth, performing to the best of my ability.
So going back to 22.3, were you worried that maybe you came out a little bit too hot, or did you know like this was the pace you needed to hold to win or even post a good score?
Uh, I I don't. I was, like I said, I went into it like I'm gonna stay on the barbell or fall off trying, or stay on the rig.
Yeah.
Whether I came out too hot, I knew I drop. If I dropped, I'd be able to get back up there and still hit it and finish what it might not have been the best of the score, but still would have been a pretty decent score.
What's the ultimate goal for you this season?
To qualify for the 2022 CrossFit Games, and yeah, that would be definitely the goal.
All right, a couple more stages. Scott Tetlow, thank you so much for joining us and congrats on the win on 22.3. On to the next stage.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me.